guests, ladies and gentlemen. To the daughter I dreamed of, who I thought I would never meet. Today, I am blessed. When it was suggested that I might like to include a letter to you with your correspondence from Adoptive Services, I was super delighted. My heart is hammering. It's exciting as I reach out in joy and anticipation, knowing that my contact is welcome and that you are open to meeting me. On one hand, we have no shared history. On the other, we are connected through the process of birth. It is not my intention to disrupt your life. I will respect your privacy. I'll give you all the space that you need. You will also want to move at your own pace, processing your own thoughts. The circumstances surrounding your adoption were outside of my control. My basic rights were denied me throughout the process. That included not being allowed to see you, to touch you, or to give you a name. You were whisked away from me at the moment of birth with no discussion being entered into. Adoption affects so many, and it reaches way beyond the mum and baby. You have stayed in my thoughts over the years, and I told myself that I would not search, but my arms would be open if you were to come to me. Then I changed my mind. My consolation was that the couple who wanted you would be able to care and support you in a way that I could not. It is with heartfelt gratitude that I learned that you have been happy and have had wonderful adoptive parents, as promised by the people who had power over your adoption. Life was very different in the 1960s. Society's attitudes were much more insensitive and rigid. The reasons I had never reached out include that I was protecting my mother, and if you had had a happy life, then I did not want to disrupt it. This has had a huge impact on me. My life was sad and unhappy for a very long time. The only way for me to cope when you were taken from me was to disconnect. There was no help available back then. I had to disconnect to survive. I could not grieve or share my thoughts and emotions. I was locked in silence and in shame. Now I have had decades of deep self-development work, writing, exploring, waiting, and now the unbelievable has happened. Here you are, my daughter, and I have this God-given opportunity to meet you. You are now a mature woman. I wonder about your life path. She was 10 days short of 50 when we met. Are you as curious as I am about my colour, how tall you are, what your interests are? Are you a left-hander? Do you dislike bananas? So many questions. Where should I start? It's important to me that you know that I'm a published author. I went into speaking, writing and coaching after the death of my husband. And I am committed to helping women who have the courage and the voice to be and do what they need. If you would like to meet more, follow the link, which is obviously here. Recently, I spoke at an adoption support group session and shared my story. The video was posted of my presentation. It was 18 minutes and I didn't think that people would watch it, and it had 1,600 views, which blew me away. It showed the sheer numbers of people affected by adoption, many of whom are scared, they feel they don't have a voice, or they don't know where to start to reach out. What a challenging and exciting letter This has been to write. I hope the letter finds you happy, in good spirits, and I look forward to our first contact. Yours sincerely, Di. And as a postscript, it took only 2 months from the beginning of my search until I met my daughter. The help, encouragement and support given to me by Post Adoption Queensland has been superb. It made each step of my journey easier, and I was able to face it with confidence. I can't praise them enough.